Yes, good evening. How you doing this evening? I am Erica Kennard, the president and the public relation and marketing person for the DeSoto Public Library. Also, I am here tonight. I'm so excited to tell you about the DeSoto Reads 2013. That's right, this is a very good year for this initiative. I am an avid reader and I am so excited. I love books. I'm a former librarian, I'm an educator, and then I'm a friend of every reader. Today, we're going to talk about what can we do as a community to be unified. The DeSoto Reads 2013, that is the remedy. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. The DeSoto Reads is a special initiative. Today, I'm asking you to join us as we go about doing our community read by reading the story called A Lesson Before Dying. And this particular story was very unique. It was written by the author Ernest J. Gaines. And this is going to be our community theme-based reading to have one book and one community this year. Also, if you don't really care for that particular title, you're welcome to read your own favorite book. So we're going to be going into the schools, going into the different neighborhoods, going into different type of centers like senior citizen centers, all type of places here in DeSoto, and letting them know that we are here encouraging literacy. So the DeSoto Reads 2013 is so special. So sit back, if you have a pencil, write down some of this information. Now, this is an initiative for community involvement action. It takes community, it takes involvement, it takes us. That's right, you too. So get off the couch, go cut the TV off, and go grab a book. And this time, you're not only helping yourself with more knowledge, you're going to help a child, a student, an adult, and you're going to learn something new as you go along this journey with the DeSoto Reads 2013. Now, I have the 5 W's for you. 5 W's. That's who, what, when, where, and why. About what? The DeSoto Reads 2013. When is this going to occur? I know you're probably thinking that. When? April the 12th, 2013. All across the city of DeSoto. It's going to be mayhem. People are going to be reading books, grabbing books, going to schools, going to senior citizen location, nursing homes to go and read. It is such an urgency because knowledge is power. Where? Well, I gave you a few of the places, but in the DeSoto area, we have several places you can go. And this year, we have something special. Listen up. You can visit the DeSoto schools. That's the elementaries, the middle schools, or even the high schools. And yes, middle school kids and high school kids do like to get read to. They love it, they love it, they love it. And the next thing you know, this year we've added a special initiative here in the DeSoto Public Library. You can read to kids. What? Can you be a librarian for the day? Yes, you can, at the DeSoto Public Library. Now, don't forget that you can read at any level. That's beginning, emergent, advanced high. All readers are welcome. The DeSoto Reads 2013 is for you and for me. Now, why are we doing this? Why is this initiative so important? Why do we need to push literacy? Why do we need to read here in DeSoto? Well, we are a community of readers. And I know so many intelligent people I pass by every day in my car, and they look like they're very informed because we're reading all the time. I'm reading signs on the streets, corners. I'm reading different things as I go into the grocery store in the community. I'm reading things at the bank on the wall. I'm reading brochures. Everywhere, you're always reading. So it's very important. So kids, don't forget that. Reading is important, and adults, reading is important too. Because this is how you learn your language, by listening to stories and reading stories to gain more information. Now, how? How are we going to do this? How are we going to push this initiative here in the community? Well, it's totally free. You don't have to spend any money, and it doesn't take a lot of time. Well, what is that? Volunteer. That's right. You can come and volunteer for the DeSoto Reads. Well, how do you do that? Well, this year we made it even simpler for you. All the paperwork and applications are located here at the DeSoto Public Library at 211 East Pleasant Run Road. And that's DeSoto, Texas 75115. So if you don't have it, click on the City of DeSoto website, and they have a map skill to give you a direction straight to us. It's some kind of map app we have on there that can help you find where we are. Also, this will help the DeSoto Library Advisory Board to encourage the literacy and lifelong learning through reading. Another thing I want to talk about today, that reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. And this was by Sir Richard Steele. And this quote is very, 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 very important to me because if your mind is not in shape, normally your body's not in shape. And then your soul is out of whack. So you need all the three together so you can be a whole person. So reading is very, very important. It's fundamental for everything that you do. That's mathematics, science, social studies, arts, crafts, anything that you do. You have to read the directions or something in order for you to do it. You have to know how to read the information that's provided. Now, this year, as I said, we're doing our community read with this book right here that we've been reading, and I've been reading. I think it's very interesting. It's a different type of read by Ernest J. Gaines, A Lesson Before Dying. Now, don't cry. I know it says dying, but it's not that type of sad book. But it just talks about some of the life situations that we go through and people have gone through in the past, and maybe some people are still going through right today. It's very important to read about things that are true, and there's very important to read about things that are not true to entertain us. And those are called fiction and nonfiction. But today, we have something very special. I'm not going to give you the genre. I want you to come and check it out. And the book is called A Lesson Before Dying. We as a community, collectively, is going to be reading this book and doing different book discussions about it. Not only that, we've taken it to the next level here in DeSoto. We're going to be doing A Lesson Before Dying, the play. And it's presented by the African American Repertory Theater. And this play will start on April the 5th, going all the way through April the 28th. And it will be located here in our theater, connected to the Civic Center. The date will start on April the 5th. The times will be from 7:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the address is the DeSoto Corner Theater, 211 East Pleasant Run Road, DeSoto, Texas 75115. And if you need more information, there is a contact number. It's 972-572-0998. That's 972-572-0998. The cost varies. The evening performances are mainly $25, and some of the matinee performances are $20. They do have a special showing of a preview show on Thursday, April the 4th, 2013 at 7:30 p.m. for $12. We know that there's a recession, and we know there's a limited amount of money, but this initiative with the DeSoto Reads 2013, partnering with the arts, the DeSoto Arts Commission, and pushing literacy, please don't fail us. Come out and join us as we enjoy A Lesson Before Dying and do some book discussions about this particular author and the works that he provided. Now let's go back to the DeSoto Reads. How can you be involved? Well, first of all, we said you can volunteer. Well, how do I get an application? We said you can come to the DeSoto Public Library and get an application and start the process. The next thing you said, where do I go and read? You can choose any school that you want to read in. That's elementary, middle school, or high school. And then last but not least, do I have to just read in schools? No. You can go to child care centers here in the DeSoto area. You can go to the senior citizen centers. You can go to the nursing homes. And you can even drop a book and read. And speaking of drop a book and read, let's talk about some of the activities that's going to occur on that particular day. April the 12th, mark your calendars. Well, some of the cool things that we have embedded inside the DeSoto Reads, which is a short time frame. Our time frame is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That is the time frame that you will be allowed to go into the schools and read to a class, to the library, or to a group of students. And we would just love to push literacy. We want to show our community that the parents read, grandparents read, aunts and uncles, children, teachers, librarians, principals, superintendent, assistant superintendent, everyone in our community is a reader. the activities that we have planned for you. Immediately at 9 o'clock, we're going to drop everything you read for the first 10 minutes. And even I would grab a book at 9 o'clock starting. When they say dinner time, open up a book, and for 10 minutes, I would read wherever I'm at. No, not where I'm driving, but only if I'm sitting somewhere in cemetery. I'll be there reading a book or a magazine. The next thing we have for you is that you get an opportunity to volunteer in the community, and we're just so special about that. I'm going to thank you in advance for coming out. The next thing we have is a poster contest. All right, all kids out there, artists, unknown and known, this is an opportunity. If you go to any of the DeSoto ISD schools, this contest is for you. Well, last year, let me tell you, we had several winners. They walked away with gift cards and certificates, and they had a little bit more pride. And I am so excited to say that the DeSoto Reads 2013 is bringing the poster contest back. And speaking of contests, oh my gosh, did I tell you what happened? Well, I was notified that here in the DeSoto ISD, several of our students entered a contest called Arts Vision Contest. And you know what? You're probably saying what? Well, several students won, and they're going to be highlighted here in the DeSoto City Hall. You will see their artwork on display and exhibited here throughout the City Hall coming soon. On April the 2nd, when we have the DeSoto Reads 2013 proclamation on April the 2nd, we're invited all those winners to come out with us. We want to recognize you for your hard work because we know that expression and art, it all comes from literacy. If you had not read a book or if no one had ever read to you, you would not have the imagery for the visualization in your mind in order for you to put your expression on paper. So DeSoto Reads 2013 is very important to our community. There's a saying, if we did not have books, how could we express ourselves without words? There would be no guide to learning. Now that's my personal quote, and I'm Erica Kennard, the president of the DeSoto Public Library Advisory Board and the public relation and marketing person. Tonight, I'm about to sign off, but I'm so excited about you coming out and helping our community to be a community of readers. But before I go, let me look to the right and to the left and show you some of the things that you'll be seeing around the city of DeSoto. Here's some posters of some of our famous people in the community. This is Miss Sharon Castleberry. She's a coordinator of the library automation system in the DeSoto Public Library. As you see here, she chose her favorite book and she took her picture with it, and she went out to several areas and read that specific book in the area that she chose. On the other side to my left, I have our director, the managing director of the DeSoto Public Library, Miss Lucille Dave. And she does a wonderful job of bringing programs, and this particular initiative, yes, you're right, she brought it to our library. I thank both of these ladies and librarians for doing an awesome job. And if you're a librarian out there, power to you. And literacy, let's move it forward. Well, I'm going to sign off now because I need to get back to my favorite book because I'm a part of the community, and our community read is A Lesson Before Dying. This particular book was written by Ernest J. Gaines. If you can't check it out here at the public library, if you don't have enough copies, you're welcome to go to Cedar Hills Library. We do have a Tri-City partnership where if you have a card here, you can check out in Cedar Hill, or if you're in Cedar Hill, you can check out here in DeSoto. Way cool, right? I know. Well, it's about that time, and I need to start my read for this evening. Bye-bye.